So to take this from 240 today, 240,778 to 230,778, he could make the payments for 33 months. The payments that he makes currently, $1,715 is his payment approximately without taxes and insurance. So he would have to pay 33 months. He would be paying $59,401, but $49,401 of that is nothing but interest. So he literally has to do 33 months to get $10,000 in. Now he's already a year in too, okay? This guy said that he's already a year into the mortgage. I'm not talking about the escrow. I am just talking about what he is actually doing with the money that he is putting into the mortgage, meaning principal and interest. So $49,401 is the interest that he will pay if he does the 33 months into this mortgage, okay? Now, what if he just decided, no, I'm just going to go ahead and put $10,000 in it because I'm in it to win it. So we're going to say that he is going to get 10,000 LOC or HELOC, doesn't matter. And today, right now, he's going to say, okay, I'm putting this on this balance, and now my balance is $230,778. Now, it took him 33 months to get into it, just making the payments, the monthly payments. This is a line of credit or a HELOC that he's decided just to throw in there to knock the balance down today. This is done. The 10,000, let's say he makes 5,000 a month. It doesn't even matter. Let's say he makes 7,000. Maybe he makes 10,000. He will bring his income in. He knocks that down. And let's just say that this is at 12%. This is 7.6, and this is 12%, which that would be a high for a HELOC or a line of credit right now. Why did I put a zero here? That wouldn't be a zero. That'd be 5,000. So with the 12% on 10,000, you're talking about $1,200 a year. So 10,000 times 12 equals 1,200, right? Now remember, simple interest is for the entire year. Then you divide it by 12 if you want to know how much in a month. So $100 is what he is going to pay if it sets at the $10,000. If it sits there. It's not going to sit there because his income's going to go in, knock it down. His expenses are going to come out. So he has a high of 10, a low of 5, and then it slowly climbs back up while he is working his expenses out through the month. He does it again. So you're talking 3 or 4 months of payoff, depending if his expenses are even $4,000 a month, say, and you have to bring that right back out plus his interest. You're still looking at less than a year of paying this off. If it sits at 10,000 for the entire year, it's just going to be 1,200. If it sits here making the payments, I mean, let's just look and see what just 1 year and compare it. $18,096 is his approximate interest for 12 months if he keeps making these payments. Now I mean, it's just math. It's just numbers. It's not that hard. So which is it? Is it going to be the $18,096 that you're going to pay in monthly payments, or $1,200 by using a line of credit? This is what you're dealing with when you're dealing with a mortgage and how that interest is building up. So to get to the same $10,000 using the payments, monthly payments for a mortgage, is 33 months. Using a one-time line of credit deposit is today. And in that 12 months, he will save $18,096, or he can pay $1,200 if he leaves it sitting. He's not going to leave it sitting, so we're not going to be paying nowhere near $1,200. So if you make $10,000 a year and you put in $10,000 and you pull out 8, you see how different. I mean, you're talking 5 months. They could do this every 5 months. That's how you work a mortgage that you pay it off in 5 to 7 years. I want you all to realize that the only thing about the mortgages and why that's been weighing on me so heavily is I'm having young people come to me and they're so excited about buying a house that they just can't wait. You know, that feeling that you have of, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm not trying to advise you. I'm telling you all what I would do if I were in your situation. I'm telling you what I have done to get out of the debt mess. And to share that seems like the fair thing to do so that everybody can get on board and get out of the stress of debt. Is it just not ridiculous how stressful the load of debt is? Have you been in a marriage where you're having the financial issues that you can't come together on it? Or maybe, you're mad at one another because you're like, well, you need to work more, or you need to work more. Dave Ramsey told us we should have 2 or 3 jobs, and you could deliver pizzas when you get home at 10 o'clock at night. So the marital stress is enough to send this message out there to help people pull it together so that you don't have to be fighting over money. You can be planning your vacations. All right, let's see. Can you get a whole life insurance if you have pre-existing condition? You would probably have to talk to them about that because I think there are definitely conditions on getting them. What do we do when we pay all of our... Okay, there's so many things. You should reinvest in yourself. I let stuff sit in my whole life policies while I wait to use it again because that's the best way to save money, I think. But you are totally up on your own with that. Personal and HELOC are different. No, not really. The HELOC is just a home equity line of credit. I don't figure in the due dates on credit cards. I get that question a lot. Like, for example, my credit card, if I use the one that's linked to my checking account, as long as I make that payment after the 1st, so if it's due July the 28th and I pay it today, then that's not going to apply at all to that July 28th payment. So I wait till after July 1st, then I make the payment and it applies. So the only thing that I even think about when it comes to making the credit card payments is that you are making sure that your deposits are applying to that upcoming due date so that you don't miss it, because you wouldn't want to miss out on a credit card due date. Okay, because you don't want anything to be late. Now, another question I get is if you make small, like if you have $600 payments due and you make $300 this week, $300 next week, do you have to really make one $600 payment, or do all those micro chunks add up together to meet the payment? Yes, they add up to meet the payment, okay? Yes, the banks always want you to get loans, not LOCs. You tell them you don't want it. Remember what we say when we don't want any loans? We go into the bank and they say, hey, you'll get this loan over here for 4%. That line of credit's at 12. You're going to say,
no. N-O. No. No means no. 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 No.
Has a bank ever done anything for you when you needed it and you didn't have the credit to get it? Of course not. It's literally, they're out to make a buck, and if they think that they can loan you some money and make some money, especially off of these mortgages, yeah, they're going to do it. They're not after your friendship. They're after your money. But once you're all paid off, do you keep using the credit card, save the extra cash? Yes and yes. Okay, bye guys. I will see you next time.